next time.
You're considered one of the leading experts in the Caribbean on green, healthy building and ancient design philosophies. It's a mouthful. You've been here on invitation of Winston Weir. Could you tell us more about this invitation?
Yeah, well, actually, Winston is one of those very passionate guys that really wants to help Suriname, and he has known of Vastu and the power of Vastu, and he's known about green architecture, and he's known of my work. So he's so passionate that when he actually flew to Trinidad to ask me, can I please come to Suriname because we need Vastu badly. There's a lot of chaos and we need coherence, and we need green architecture and we need healthy architecture. So can you please come and do some Vastu and some green building? And I thought about it. He spent the whole day in my office. You know why it's so important to come. And at the end of that, he was so persuasive and so insistent.
You had to say yes.
I said, well, okay, when do you want me to come? And he said, well, you must come for a week. And that was about a month ago. I said, okay, book me and I'll come.
Who did you talk to here in our government, to several ministries?
Yeah, we talked to the Ministry of Spatial Planning. We talked with the Ministry of Housing and a few other ministers, and we're going to see the President tomorrow.
And were they also enthusiastic as Mr. Weir?
Yeah, we've been very well received. And the Housing Ministry has been very happy with what they've seen, and so the main thing is that we've started a dialogue. But this architecture is so powerful that the Vastu and the green architecture and the healthy building, when it's all combined together, can really transform Suriname and really change people's lives. And it's just so important because the building can support your health and can support your prosperity, rather than what happens in a lot of older conventional buildings is it actually takes away from your health. It's sick building syndrome, or it can make your life a bit incoherent. The building is working actually against you. If your building is actually a disorderly building and it's a chaotic building, it doesn't follow the rules of Vastu, it's not green and it's not healthy, which happens all the time. Sick building syndrome is a word that we've had to coin within the last 5 or 10 years. So our buildings very often are making us sick because of bad air quality, light quality, bad design, wrong proportion.
Is it more expensive also, Vastu then, building according to that method?
Well, it really doesn't have to be. It can be the same cost, it's just more intelligent. So it's just a simple thing, like if your building is like this, it's going to be expensive to heat. You can just turn it 90 degrees, the same exact building, and it's going to be less expensive to heat. So little things like that, and it can actually save money. There's a little slide, I don't know if they're going to show it, but there's another slide that I'm really going to direct this comment to the government, is that the first cost, the construction cost of a building, is only 2% of the overall cost of that building over 30 years. The maintenance,
on the long run?
Yeah, the maintenance and the energy cost are 6%, so 3 times more than the actual cost of construction. And then the cost of salaries, for people to work in that building to provide government services, or if it's a company, the salaries over those 30 years is actually 92% of the cost. So we have to stop thinking small, and we have to start thinking about the life cycle cost and the productivity of the people. And using these techniques, using Vastu and green architecture and also healthy building, we can make those people, and I will very confidently say 30 to 40% more productive. So if in that 30 years, all of those people in that building are 30 to 40% more productive, better ideas, better communication, thinking more clearly, and at the end of it being less stressed, there's huge benefits to the Suriname government and to the whole country.
You said the government, you're in a dialogue now, but did you already get positive reactions from the government?
Yes, very, very positive. I'm very pleased to say that I think that your new administration is genuine people that really want to help, that are progressive and they have an open mind. And that's based on a whole week of meetings. So I'm very pleased to say that, because not too many governments can say that, you know.
Do we need more room for this? More space, architectural space?
Well, you know,
to build
Suriname
it?
has so much room.
Yeah, we have enough room, but that's why I'm asking.
Yeah, so what I think, I mean, this isn't the reason for my trip, but you have so much room. There's no reason to be cramped in a city that is very, very charming, but the roads are not on the grid. They're a little bit chaotic because it happened very gradually without any real planning.
Planning, yeah.
And they weren't designed to be modern transportation routes. They
And
weren't
the
designed
expansion
to
was
have...
too fast also, right?
Yeah, with the expansion too fast, and it wasn't planned. So now it's a very charming, lovely city that you shouldn't touch. You should leave it and preserve it. But I think it's a great opportunity to do some great new buildings, maybe even a new city someday, where you do everything right from the beginning. You have modern roads, modern transportation.
Did you already have a little bit of an orientation where this new city could be located at?
Well, you know, I was speaking with the Minister of Spatial Planning, and they would really know better than me, but what they've been talking about, I don't know if I'm letting the cat out of the bag, but you
Because
know...
we heard a little bit about a new city, so...
Yeah, I think it's a fantastic idea, do everything right, but a little bit further up the city, where you still have the airport, and you have the river, but you have the space, and the land is not too expensive. I think it's a fantastic idea, do everything right, and I'm very dearly hoping that all the buildings are green and Vastu, so that the people of Suriname will have better health and better prosperity.
We hope so too. Thank you for being here.
Thank you.
Meneer Van 't Kruis,